Hi guys. Okay, so major spoiler alert for today. If you have not seen the soap opera yet, I am going to ruin it, but I'm warning you now. So, all right, let's see. To give the shortest recap possible and give you the most emotion possible. Okay, I'll try. All right. So we had a moment with Steffi and Finn. And it was weird because this is a couple I don't get because they're either on top of each other all the time or they're talking about other people. Like, what's up with your relationship that you don't have anything else to talk about, like yourself? And she's talking about, I can't believe that Carter went up to bat for her so hard. Why did he do that? Why? And I sat there and I said to myself, what does it matter to you? You're still going to make a profit. Your company is still going to make a profit. So what? Why does it matter? And then, okay, so then we get on to story number two. Uh, Will and Liam are in Bill's office, right? And they're telling the story how Liam wants to have another shot with Hope. And I said to no one, no, 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 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. And then Liam says on cue, well, I know what Hope needs. Hope needs to be the one woman in some man's eyes, and I have not been able to do that. And I'm like, yes, finally, you acknowledge what I've been saying for like a year. Thank you. Okay. So, and if here's the thing. Well, it's kind of a two-part thought here. Okay. All right. So the first part of my thought is in general or in a fantasy land, you kind of have the idea that you would like to be chased by a bunch of men or whatever. If you're a woman or a man. Okay. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that you, you want to be you have the idea that you think you want to be chased, okay? Until it actually happens, and then you have two people who say they like you, and then you don't want to let someone down. You don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Well, if you're me or someone like me, and then you go, and it feels like a dilemma. Like, okay, which side do I choose? um, who should I go with, that kind of thing. And you could have a lot of deciding factors here. You could say based on emotion, based on, well, obviously chemistry has to be a huge part of it. I'm not saying the only part, but a big part of it. Okay? So there's chemistry, emotion, comfort, like did they make you feel safe, that kind of thing, excitement, all these things, right? Okay, so but when it actually happens, you don't want it to happen because it kind of feels like you're being torn in two, where your head is saying, okay, I like this guy because on paper he seems like, he'd be good for X, Y, and Z. But on the other hand, your heart may be saying, yeah, but this guy makes me feel comfortable, and it's the other guy. So it may seem like a good idea, but it's really not. And I said once again to no one, um, if Hope if Hope sleeps with Carter, Liam is done. And in my estimation, Liam should be done anyway because here's the thing. I believe in giving. This is totally personal, but it relates. Okay, I believe in giving people two chances. Two. And here's the reason why. Because say you meet somebody and you start talking to them, and then you get an idea that maybe something's off. but maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe they're not being themselves that day. Okay, so then you give them another shot. But I believe, because I've seen it in my life, that whoever they are the second time is more than likely who they really are. So believe that. Okay? This man, this character has had more than two chances. Has chance after chance after chance after chance after chance for years. Okay? He treated Hope like blank and he expects another chance. Why? Why in her right mind would she give you another chance? I don't understand it. Um, and this is notwithstanding, this is taking Carter completely out of the picture for 2 seconds here. Okay, because I'm focusing on Hope and Leon right now. And then we'll get to Carter in a second. Alright? Um, if you've been married to somebody and you've been married for a while and you try and try and try and try and give and give and give and you get nothing back, at some point you have to go, okay, well, is it me or is it them or am I not giving enough? But then when you weigh the scales and you say, well, I've done this and that and the other thing and the other thing and you know, and the list is like this long and the other guy has done nothing, like maybe two things, you're putting in way too much effort for someone who doesn't appreciate you, period. And I would say this to anybody, person or not. So, fictional relationship, she should cut the cord and say, sayonara, sweetheart. Um, okay. As for Carter, let's look at his history. Short history here. Okay? Carter has always been the nice person, the giver, the you know, nice guy, but in a good way, not like nice guys finish last kind of a thing. No, he's been the nice guy, given the benefit of the doubt, and all this other stuff, and he's been paired with people who didn't care about him in the least. Okay, so please, bold writers, producers, whatever, please throw me a bone. Please put Carter with Hope. Please, or give her a wake up call that, Liam is not the guy for her because she gave him too many chances. Something to that effect. Because, yeah, no. You have to teach people, well, number one, you have to teach people how to treat you. But number two, you have to teach young people that what Liam does, his character, like, that's not the kind of person you want. Because they don't know what they want. It's not good. It's not kosher. But yeah. And then to get to the best part, which I wasn't trying to put it to the last. I swear, just okay because okay. So, all right. So Carter and Hope have been friends for years, right? But in the last year, I think is when he started to notice her in that way. Okay, because he mentioned when they went to the last trip, that's when he really noticed her and how beautiful she was. Is so great. All right. So he says, "Hey, we should go to my house because we need to celebrate, but alone." And I'm like, "All right, all right, yay, okay." And then they get there, and I'm like, and they keep talking and talking and talking and talking. And you ever heard the phrase of like you can kill the mood? Like I feel like they killed the mood. I'm like, what's going on here? Are they gonna like do anything or are they just gonna talk? Which is cool if they talk, but they've been talking for years. Okay. So I'm like just please no. Don't do this to me. Don't dangle the carrot and then don't do anything. Okay, so they finally get to the moment where they're kissing and making out, like big time, big time. Okay, so I'm like, all right. Then I'm like, they start with the removal of stuff, and I'm like, all right. And then Hope says, well, I don't know, no, stop. And I'm like, what? I actually felt pain when she said, no, stop. What? I'm going, why? What's the problem? He's hot, you're hot. Uh, so, of course, this is a cliffhanger, and we gotta wait until Monday to see what happens. Now, I can totally relate to this because, and I'm sure some of my audience can too. Okay, so say you have somebody who you like and they like you and whatever, and you're in the beginning stages, and all you're doing is talking first, right? Have you ever taught yourself out of a relationship before? Ever done that? Yeah, I have. It's not pleasant because the other person's all in, and you're like, but wait, maybe this, maybe that, maybe, and you maybe yourself out of a relationship. I hope she doesn't maybe herself out of a relationship. Please don't do that. Please don't be me. Okay? I've learned my lesson. I don't do that anymore. But please don't be me. Yeah, those are all my notes for the writers and producers of both. Thank you so much. All right, I guess.